A lot of people in this community complain about the things that are wrong with the two-way community, things that we can improve and work on. I myself am one of these people, but I also believe in being part of the solution. So not only do I observe what I believe are the problems in the two-way community, but I'm also brainstorming solutions. Some I've already stated. So what are these solutions that I believe? The most important thing that I think we need to have is some DEI. Oh, I know we hate the acronym DEI. What's that DEI stand for? Let me see what that DEI, diversity. Oh, we hate that word. What's that E stand for? Go ahead. Equity. Ooh, we hate that word in this community. And what's that I stand for? Inclusion. We need to work together. You need to cut the propaganda about libtards and commies and this and that. Cut all that shit out. When it comes to the two-way, we need to be a single issue movement. And everybody hold their local politicians accountable. And we need to make it easy for us to collaborate. I'm seeing a lot of these, I see a lot of these comments in here, a lot of some stuff. I'm reading through some of them. You don't have to agree with me. It's the reality. America first, MAGA, all that shit brings division. Leave the shit at home. I don't want to hear about China. I don't want to hear about the border. I don't want to hear about none of that shit. If it's not two-way related, leave it alone. Let us focus on guns. Let's have some inclusion. A couple years back, before COVID, I was holding African-American firearm safety courses. I had two-way members going wild in the comments. Why are you having an African-American firearm safety course? Why are you doing this? That's racist. And in my mind, I'm like, why the fuck? Why would somebody who is pro 2A, pro Second Amendment, be mad that I'm holding an African-American firearm safety course? Why are you doing that? Oh, what if we had a whites only firearm safety course? Y'all already showing up. We don't need a class for y'all. You don't need to have a separate rally. You guys already showing up. Y'all already shooting at the range. Y'all already got your licenses. So I don't understand why the community gets mad. But it's funny because I don't see the community get mad when there's women-only courses. I see women-only courses. So when it's about gender, there's no problem with that. Oh, yeah, we need to get more women involved and, yeah, get them shooting. My wife's scared to shoot. I want to get her in, da-da-da-da-da. So with the gender, there's no problem. But as soon as I say African-American firearm safety course, then I get a lot of hate. Why is that? Ain't that the demographic you need to hold Democratic politicians accountable? Why are you mad? Why am I getting hate messages? Oh, nigger this, nigger that, da, 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 da. Man, I wish I saved half those messages. Back then, I was like, block, delete. You're not going to mess up my zone. But now I want to expose y'all. And I'm going to start those activities back again soon. 2025, we're going to be on and popping. Let me get those messages again. I'm going to start putting y'all on blast. And I'll let the internet do what the internet does best. So why? Why do y'all have this problem? Gender, not a problem. Youth, right? Youth firearm safety course, kids under 18, I've seen those, not a problem. So gender don't matter, age don't matter. But the minute we start talking about black and brown people, now it's an issue. Oh, what if we had a whites only class? I never hear anybody say, oh, what if we had a men's only class? Why do we have a ladies' night at the range? Why that's sexist. Why don't we have a men's night at the range? Never hear anybody make that argument. But the minute that we start talking about black people training and getting licensed, the very members of our same community send me hate messages. And you know what that shit does? It fuels me up. I use that shit for fire. I fuel it up. I go, oh yeah, let me eat. Because I'm cooking in this kitchen. I'm cooking. If you're mad about me teaching African-American firearm safety courses, you're going to be big mad. You're going to be big mad in 2025. When this shit roll out, y'all going to be big mad. And you ain't no friend of mine. I see you as an enemy. And we two-way people, two-way community, we always talk about, oh, the rotten apple. Oh, that's not most of the community. There's only a couple of people that's bad. Well, let's throw that rotten apple out. How about that? How about we call that rotten apple out and throw that individual out? Why don't we do that? So we need some diversity. If y'all don't like that DEI slang, I'll throw it to you another way. We just need LTC people to show up. That's what we need. Let's see what I got here. Yeah, I already made this point, but my point is y'all not going to win the gunfight. If you're pro 2A, if you're pro gun or pro whatever, white males and white females cannot win this fight alone. You need every member of the community, whether you're white, black, Asian, Hispanic. We need every member of a two-way community to be engaged, and we need to make sure that the space that we're using is inviting for all. Because if you think only white males and white females can win this two-way fight, let me know how that's working out for you. How's it working out? Are you winning? Do you feel like as an LTC holder in this state of Mass, do you feel like you're winning that two-way fight? I don't. So how about we activate the rest of the 80% of the people? For you leaders, for those leaders, the so-called two-way leaders, what events are you holding in your community? How are you engaging your community? So that way they can take a class. The best way to fight anti-gun propaganda is education. People learn watching an assault rifle. Where did that come from? What's the history? How do guns work? The difference between automatic and semi-automatic. The best way to fight that anti-gun propaganda is education. That's the best way to do it. So, for the two-way community, it's a very simple statement. If you don't use all the numbers that you have, if you don't engage all the members of the two-way community, you are going to lose this war. You are going to go out of business. Your customer, as a leader, as a president of a gun range or a club or whatever the hell, your customer is the LTC holder. And if you don't cater to your customer, you will go out of business. And do you know what the other business is? Anti-gun propaganda. That's what happens. That's what happens to somebody on the fence. They fall victim to anti-gun propaganda and then they win. Now you got somebody else saying guns is bad. So you don't have to agree with me. You don't have to think the same way I think. But what you can't argue with is the results. You guys are holding these rallies and nobody's showing up and nothing is getting done. And only 10 people from a specific organization is doing all the legwork. So, if you think you're winning this gunfight in this state, don't do anything. If you think Pierre is crazy, with some of you guys, I see some of the comments, Pierre, you're crazy, and da-da-da-da-da. If you think you're winning this two-way fight, go ahead. Keep doing exactly what you're doing. Let me know how you like the results. It's not about thoughts. It's not about feeling. It's about results. How do you get the outcome that you desire? And if you're not getting the outcome, if you're not winning this two-way fight, if you're not getting 80% of your members to show up, then you should probably try something different. If it's not my thoughts, then great. Bring another idea up. Hey, Pierre, I don't think that's the right solution. Great. Tell me. Give me another solution. I am happy to brainstorm 50. I'd rather have 50 solutions in that pool, in that brainstorm pool, than 20. If you think something else is, sure, go ahead. Drop it in the brainstorm pool. But what I know is what we're doing right now is not working. And that's why we're here. That's why we're having this conversation. That's why we had the rally, because it ain't working. So don't argue with me. As they say, argue with your mama. Look at the reality around you. Thousands of black gun owners in Boston, and not a single one of them showed up. Not 1,000 showed up. Not 1,000 showed up. In the heart of the city, where you got 650K people that live in Boston, and then you got up to 4 million in the greater Boston if you include Cambridge and all those greater Boston cities. 4 million people, and we can't get 1,000. We got people traveling all across the state, all the way from the west side, from the south. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate y'all. But why can't we get people that live 5 minutes away to show up? People that look and can see where you're at, and they've got a license to carry, and they don't show up. Why is that? Answer that question for me. You ain't got to agree with me, but answer that question. Why? Why ain't they showing up? I've been to every goddamn rally in the last 10 years. I've been to goddamn every event, two-way event here. How's that working out for y'all? Answer the question. Why isn't 80% of the community showing up to your rally? And what are you going to do about it? That's a two-part question. And what you going to do about it? If you ain't going to do shit, well, enjoy. 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 I already talked about all this shit. I believe in being in tip of the spear. That's what we say in the Army, the tip of the spear. And that's what I'm doing. I don't want to be anywhere where I'm not loved, valued, appreciated, or anything like that. But I can promise you this. The guy who ran the event today, until he make things right with me, I will never participate in another event that he is leading. That was the first and last time that someone has ever grabbed the microphone out of my hand and stopped my speech. This is the same people. This is the same people that are preaching the Second Amendment is important. The First Amendment is important. And the minute that we give an opinion that is not as part of the echo chamber, then you want to take my mic away. You the same group that value the First Amendment? But because I didn't tell you that, oh, guns don't kill people. Hey, man, don't let these people take our guns. Come and take it. Oh, don't tread on me. Because I didn't say that same bullshit to y'all. Because I kept it real with you. Because I told you why other communities of the other 2A communities ain't showing up, and then you want to grab that mic from me? Cool. That's why we go in our own lane. We're not begging nobody for a seat at the table. I got my own goddamn table. I got my own chair. I buy my own food. I ain't begging nobody. I ain't looking for no participation trophy, and neither are my people. If you don't want us here, if you don't care about our values and then our different experiences with the 2A, if you don't care about that, then we're going to keep it moving. Then you do your rally over there, and then we do our shit over here. We don't beg people for a seat at any table. We do our own shit. So if you don't want us, if you don't value us, if you don't care about the things we got to say and our differing opinions and experiences, and then this is the good old boys club, then that's on you. Now, out of respect, I'm not going to say the person's name, which I didn't know the person's name till after the event. Till after the event, I found out who the person was. And I'm not going to say their name out of common interest for the 2A. But let me read, because I had to Google this guy's name. I was like, who the hell is this guy? Because he made me mad. And then here's what he said in one of the paragraphs. He goes, the more people we have, the better. This is the latter half of the message of the screenshot. The more people we have, the better. We need to get news coverage so that people outside the echo chamber can hear. This is this person who is advertising and leading this 2A event. Says that. Let me read this line to you again. The more people we have, the better. We need to get news coverage so that people outside the echo chamber can hear. Well, sir, I am outside the echo chamber. I am outside the echo chamber. And you didn't want to hear shit I had to say. You didn't want to hear the sentiments that a bunch of people from a different segment, from a different lifestyle as you, their concerns. That's what I came. I came with my customers. You're a business. I came with my customers and said, hey, we have the shared interest in the 2A, but our experience is a little bit different. Here's our concerns. And then instead of you saying, you know what? I didn't look at it from that point of view. I never considered that before. That's a good point. I'm going to go take that food for thought. I'm going to sit on it for a little bit, and I'm going to strategize the better way to do this. And the next time when we come out, we're going to be bigger and better. The same woman. Yeah, I told that Karen to shut her mouth from heckling, from that not so microaggressions. Yes, we had a Karen in the crowd, and I was speaking. If she wanted to speak, she had every opportunity to speak. It's called respect. And then when she came with her microaggressions, which were not so micro, yeah, I told her to shut her ass up. Yeah, I did. And I stand on that. A pro 2A rally heckling pro 2A speakers. Pro 2A speakers. Can you believe that? Yes, she was being a Karen, and I wasn't standing for it. And I told that Karen to shut the hell up. Well, I didn't say shut the hell up. I said shut your mouth. Yes, I did. And I stood on business. Don't interrupt. Don't interrupt a passionate individual when they're giving a presentation. Boy. Boy. I had to catch myself there a second. So yeah, there was a Karen heckling in the crowd. And yeah, I wasn't standing for that. Go heckle somebody else. I could handle that. I don't care about hecklers in the crowd. I could handle myself. But to take the mic away from me, when you advertise your event as somebody giving things out of the echo chamber, why'd you want me to give you a speech? Guns are good. Bad people, well, guns are bad. You want me to yell the same shit that the last 10 people said? Is that what you wanted me to do? How's that been working out for us? No, I tried to keep it real with the community, with the 2A community, and y'all kept it real back at me. So congratulations, the event organizer. Congratulations. Now people see you for who you are.